Welcome back, one and all, to the Mind's Eye Theater. Let's see. Tonight we're looking at night 3 of the Guillermo del Toro Netflix Cabinet of Curiosities. I know that's a mouthful, and what exactly is going on with my, hold on. I swear, the moment that Tramadom leaves, things go awry. Just don't tell him that I said that. I don't need him. I hope that everyone enjoyed their weekend. I know I certainly did. Okay. Now we good? Now we're good. Sorry about that. I don't know what went on there. But, like I was saying, tonight is night 3 of the special anthology. I was absolutely resolute to ensure that I was able to get this done. I was able to deliver before the end of the month. It was important for me to do so just because I had promised you magnificent bastards that I was going to do a watch party of all week long before YouTube came a-calling and put the kibosh on that. But regardless of that, doggone it, I was going to live up to my word. So, lichens, gentlemen, children of the night, nocturnals, night terrors, and all things that go bump in the night, consider me your night watchman for this evening's festivities here at the Mind's Eye Theater. I am Inkarnate, your conductor on this crazy train for this sold-out show. Joining me tonight is all of you. Tramadom couldn't make it, but promised that he'll be back on Wednesday for whatever that promise is worth. So, as mentioned, tonight is night 3 of this anthology, night 3 of 4. Whew, boy, yesterday was a bit of a slog. I had hoped, I was optimistic that things would be much better now that we had gotten the first 2 episodes of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities out of the way. And boy, was I wrong. Man, that last one, the one yesterday with the lotion, put the lotion in the basket. Oh boy, that just, that took the wind out of my sails, but we soldier on. So, since it's just me tonight, we not only have back-to-back book adaptations to go through. Just so you know, there'll be slightly over, like a minute over an hour each. Not only are we dealing with book adaptations, but I suppose this is the closest that Guillermo del Toro will ever get to Lovecraft adaptations. We'll be getting more into that down the road, downstream. So I suppose I should give my own responses to what my expectations for this will be. Again, not only because it's book adaptations, but because these will be adaptations of 2 HP Lovecraft stories. We have Pickman's Model up first, and then Dreams in the Witch House. So my scorecard is usually bottom of the barrel. Shallow grave, high stakes. I want to, not to add a mid-level, but you know what? Let's go high stakes. Let's be optimistic. I'm optimistic that these adaptations will deliver, so no need to damper anyone's mood. I invite you to stream the films along with us. Queue it up on Netflix while I take care of some housekeeping items. Again, we'll be playing, today being night 3 of 4, we will be playing episodes 5 and 6 respectively. So, I'll be providing timestamps throughout the watch party to make sure my viewing experience is synced up with yours. As well as for the convenience of anyone joining who's casually late to the party. So, this watch party is brought to you in partnership with Hotness TV. Even though, well, actually, no, today is Cyber Monday, so feel free, there's still time to, if you're purchasing Jabra headsets or anything, Samsung, whether it be Samsung TVs, tablets, phones, soundbars, surround sound, 4K players. Feel free to use the link in the description. We have sponsor links for both. And it serves as a nice kickback for the channel if you purchase these items while using our links. So, feel free to feast yourselves. The Mind's Eye, Mind Games, Mind's Eye Radio, and Mind's Eye Theater are a proud affiliate of the upcoming horror documentary, which goes by the name of Mental Health and Horror. So, horror games, hard rock, hip-hop, horror, video games exclusively, heavy metal. We've always gotten blamed for society's woes, so it's nice that not only will we be getting a rejoinder at long last, but one in video format. And rest assured, rest easy. Once this documentary is made available, I will be doing a review of it, we being a proud affiliate of them. In addition to the sponsors, if you want to support the channel a different way, we have the link up top for paypal.com/incarnate. You can also provide Facebook stars. And Streamlabs, which is what we're using to stream this, was generous enough to offer us our own merch store, which is the link being, it's in the description, but I'll give it to you here. Streamlabs.com/mindgamesinc/merch. So, we're coming to you live streaming on Facebook and Twitch. I do hate to mention this, but when it's full power to social media censors, advisories must be made. If you're watching on either Facebook or through Twitch, and the watch party gets cut off for whatever reason, by all means, use go to the other platform that I'm streaming on, and the links are provided in the description. Secondly, if it should happen the following day, I will repost any interrupted Mind's Eye theaters on the respective channels. It'll just appear as a regular video instead of a stream. And now we offer you this creature presentation. So we are playing, and because we have the benefit of watching this on Netflix, no ads. So again, this is Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. We're queuing up episode 5, Pikmin's Model, which we are playing right now. Wow, right before I came on, I noticed that they are making a cyberpunk series on Netflix? Why? At this juncture? I hope they're not trying to promote DLC or a sequel. Okay, I guess now's a good time because Guillermo del Toro is up. I think that he is someone who should stay far away from anything to do with Lovecraft. If you haven't guessed, I'm not a fan of Guillermo del Toro, and I don't think he's got the goods, to be honest. I've never seen anything of his output that shows me, that gives me any kind of confidence that this is the guy. That this is the guy who can handle Lovecraft, deliver it, adapt it, put his own spin on it. He'll put his own spin on it, but will it be interesting? I don't think so. I've never seen anything of his work that impresses me in the slightest. I don't think he has it. I don't think he has it as a horror director. What business would he possibly have adapting Lovecraft? And, you know, I'll do a video on him down the road, but boy, I mean, I don't think he has it. I don't see it in him. I've never thought he's any great shakes. There are movies of his that I like. Blade 2, Pan's Labyrinth, but that be's about it. But for him to handle Lovecraft, like, I just feel like a lot of people give him automatically, off rip, they give him the pity vote. And sorry, I ain't about that. You either deliver or you don't, but you don't, not with me, you absolutely do not get any kind of pity. Okay, 1909, Arkham, Massachusetts. He looks familiar. Oh no, never mind. Looks like Tom Holland from afar. But up close, I thought he reminded me of somebody. Man, when was, I think it was last night, I caught the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special I had completely forgotten that it was going to be on, let alone available so soon. Oh my god. That was hysterical, man. I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it to be so good. Mantis completely carries it, and she, if I'm not mistaken, she is my favorite of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, she is. Her and, what's her name? What's her name? Nebula. Gamora's sister. I mean, I like, what's his name? Star-Lord. I almost called him Chris Pratt. It's played by Chris Pratt, but, uh-oh. She didn't even do side boob. Full frontal. Miskatonic, of course. Peter Quill, that's his name. Did she just call him? Did he just call him a Philistine? Okay, sorry. I'm a one-man operation, and I added a bunch of new social media accounts. So I'm just making sure that I post the link for my watch party on everything. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I wasn't expecting to. I just thought, yeah, especially after the last holiday special, Werewolf by Night. Oof, what a disappointment. But this Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, was this was directed by James Gunn, so good for him. I guess it's his last legacy for anything having to do with Marvel, now that he's heading up DC. Which, what a coup for them, I guess.
Can be the making of a young artist, as I am sure last year's winner can attest, Mr. Thurber.
I haven't read Pickman's model yet. I know, alright. I have seen this guy somewhere else.
Also,
I just can't remember. I have always kind of liked this idea, especially considering this idea of, like, anything art-related having to do with a horror movie, just because... for instance, you have the portrait or the picture of Dorian Gray. I think that's kind of unexplored territory. What I mean by that is, like, if someone were to project their own fears or trepidations onto a canvas.
if you are all ready,
I thought that was a broomstick. I'm like, what the hell? He's in pretty good shape for an old dude.
minutes begins now.
But yeah, like, I think that idea is grossly unexplored, and if for no other reason, I find it, how can I put it? I find it that horror kind of owes art something. It owes it one, and what I mean by that is you've had so many artists that have influenced, horror. You know, what better example do you need than H.R. Giger having inspired the look for, or not inspired, he outright did the appearance of the alien. So there are other examples. For instance, someone made a couple years ago, someone made a video detailing, like, to exhaustive degree, every single horror movie that had been inspired in one way or another, character, setting, monster, mood, scenes of horror that had been inspired by art. That is the case with Silent Hill. That is the case with, The Cell, very underrated movie. Whoa, what the hell? Oh. I guess that's a murder? Murder in progress? Moida. Can I help you? Get your own crime scene. What?
My time, Mr. Thurber? Or have we finished already?
Jesus. That guy's... I don't think he has a mustache. It's just that his entire upper lip is made out of hair. That guy's really tight about someone copying his work. Easy, Chief.
Fail to see what's so interesting about it. That's because you lack imagination.
That's because you weren't looking at the balls. I believe that all of these stories have taken place non-contemporary, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that the first scene with the storage the storage container was contemporary.
Hired his mother's from Arkham. A friend has it. She died of a grisly suicide when he was a boy. His father went mad shortly after.
Excuse me. Oh man. Also, before the stream, a couple hours before the stream, the Mean One trailer dropped. Oh my god. Just epic. That's all I can say. Don't watch it now, because I have your attention, so you're gonna hold on right here until this show's over. But it looks hysterical, man. And I believe that we finally have a new rival to Bill Goldberg's Santa Sleigh. I can't wait to watch it, and my only regret is that it won't be streaming. That way I could watch it along with you guys. It's actually coming out next week. Wow. Hold on, let me just post this last post.
Oh, I think the rats got
What?
something certainly did.
What? Okay.
So you do this kind of thing a lot? Haunt cemeteries in the dead of night?
Seriously.
Imagination is...
Oh, it's my favorite pastime. It's a family tradition.
I saw the piece you did in Bosworth's class.
You had your eyes on another piece and you know it,
I'm not sure.
Mr. Frisky.
There's one thing Bosworth can't abide in his students. It's talent.
Seems to like your wife.
Did he just say wake?
You thinking about entering the art prize? You really
I'm
should.
thinking about painting a crime scene right now if you don't shut up.
Well, I'm not very interested in prizes.
That's an interesting lump on his nose.
Interested in Vicky?
This guy looks familiar too. I wish I didn't have such crap memory. That way I could remember at least where I've seen these two before. This guy on the left I know I've seen. Yeah, but the Mean One, and like I mentioned... Uh-oh. Someone's a-knocking.
He's powerful.
Wait a minute.
The darkness, the ugliness.
I thought that...
Suffering is living. You
Oh,
can
great.
want sympathy.
The Mean One is supposed to come out December 9th, which is next Friday.
Oh, come on now.
Which is also when Christmas Bloody Christmas is supposed to come out on Shudder. I had heard that the Mean One was coming out the 15th.
Elusive truths.
So I might do something with Traumadom. Like, I've yet to post our review of Eastern State Penitentiary. I've yet to post that review just because I've been so preoccupied. But we did like a wrap up of that attraction on our way back, so we might do something similar with the Mean One, just because I would hate to let that little gem go by. I hope you're signing it. There was also a story in Tales from the Dark Side. The last one, Lover's Vow, that dealt with an artist as well. It didn't rely... Well, it was an element of the story. It didn't rely too heavily. It was, you know, this classic story of a starving artist. But what I mean when I refer to horror and art, I mean I would like the art piece to be center center for the story itself. Uh-oh. What was that about? Did someone just get fired? Or promoted?
Okay.
I'll have you know, I sneak in on you while you're sleeping in your knickers.
Sorry.
I'm beginning to doubt these people truly have anything to teach.
To teach.
We have a sort of a ritual, me and some of the others after a brutal critique.
We drink a lot.
Fun. You should join us.
Like to see my paintings.
What kind of accent is that? This guy has a knuckle on the roof of his nose, kind of like the Terrifier clown. Which, speaking of, man, I don't know, like, it's so hard because the media itself is so biased, and they do their bidding instead of just reporting the news, but I don't know, maybe I'll watch Terrifier for the watch party, since I will, because I promised I would back in August.
You never showed these.
But yeah, it is getting a lot of coverage. I don't know if it was that good. The first one I wasn't enamored with, but the handlers are going full bore on it. They want to make a video game out of it, which
New England for generations since before the witch trials.
oh,
My mother told me stories as a boy. Family stories. Great-grandmother's great-grandmother.
great mother. Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Was branded a hex.
Oh, jeez.
Sorceress.
Sorceress.
Aimed at the stake.
Boinged. Oh, God. I know they're in Massachusetts, but come on. That's creepy.
Family gossip claims Lavinia killed her husband during a rite and saved his still warm flesh.
Oh.
Members of her coven.
And the coven was all guys? That was generous of her. Sharing the wealth.
And I'd wake in the night,
Go on.
I'd hear him to the floor. Sounds of that body.
Yeah, how about that drink now?
You hear that? Do you hear them all?
What is it with these accents? Because yesterday with the infomercial salesman talking about the lotion, I guarantee. Jesus. I mean, I'm no art critic, but it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna take a swig. Oh, well then. Oh, jeez. What the hell? You get your own strumpet. At least cover the windows with that thin veil. He flips him 2 coins for his silence. 2 pittance. Oh, God. Uh-oh. She shoots an arrow at him. This is all rather peculiar timing, is what you should be saying. That or just, you know. Heading the other direction. Okay, movie. Don't start. Uh-oh. Hey. Do the drapes match the curtains? Ouch. Oh, peeping Toms certainly don't... Uh-oh. Certainly don't get their money's worth.
Tough night, Will? You do realize it's afternoon?
Actually, didn't Rod Serling have something like that? Midnight Gallery or something like that? Actually, let me look that up. Night Gallery? Rod Serling. Night. Yeah, Night Gallery. I don't think I've ever seen any of those. 3 seasons. Tiny Toons made a spoof of that back when the, you know, Treehouse of Horror was becoming very popular.
Well, this is my aunt, Mrs. Graceman.
And actually, Treehouse of Horror, it's... Excuse me. Treehouse of... Oh, God.
You're quite the artist.
Sorry. Whenever I will drink water throughout the day. Or my smoothie. The moment I put on... I post and I go live, whether on the Scream stream or the watch parties, I just get the only burps. I don't know anything about Pickman's model, but I didn't know it. Maybe it's this particular adaptation is referencing this as a setup for the Dreams in the Witch House, which will be next. I believe I read a brief synopsis on Pickman's model. Jeez.
I'd like you to meet my father, Charles.
Hello, William. Pleasure to meet you.
Uh-oh. You look like someone in the paint. Oh, no. Yum, 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 yum. Do you mind, scallywag? Oh, good heavens. Poppycock and flim flam. Not for nothing, but they knew how to dress back then. The men, I mean. I don't know what the hell peacocks the women are wearing on their heads.
Will, stop! What is wrong?
Just...
What?
That woman.
Oh, now I know. He looks like the captain from Alien Covenant, but that's not him, I don't think. No, this guy's younger. And that movie, yeah, he can't be him. Too much opium.
What's happening to me last night? The painting.
Why did this guy's pupils look dilated just like the chicks did from yesterday?
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Looks like they're tweaking or something. Wow, you really don't fill out that dress.
Are you okay? You know how important this is to me. You show up drunk?
I'm not.
That's my father. That's my father.
I know.
Yes, I just wanted to inquire where his Lady of the Night was.
Please don't.
This is such a mistake.
What are those earrings she's just got on?
Nice you anymore.
I didn't catch what she said. Well, there's always the burlesque.
Vicky. Vicky.
Where is he? This can't be his lady's apartment, right? Uh-oh. Someone skedaddled, and probably without paying their rent. What is that on the wall? Dude, it's obviously empty. Inspect the wall. Uh-oh. A little foreshadowing, perhaps? I'm dead! What did we start in 1909?
Undermines the very traditions of European craftsmanship. If you ask me, I think people...
Looks like Colin Farrell.
What people is that?
Or the love child of Colin Farrell and Shia LaBeouf.
The entire modernist movement as worthless. Samuel's work, perhaps. Tell me, what does our resident tastemaker think?
Tastemaker? What the hell is that?
The two of you enjoy your arguments even more than your art. And
Did his accent get thicker?
tradition is important.
Oh, sorry.
Yours.
We just passed the 24-minute mark.
Truth. Risk.
It's crazy to me how, like, men's fashion in terms of, like, suits, because I very much, I personally like three-piece suits, pinstripe is my cup of tea. It's crazy to me how that fashion really hasn't changed much in the last century. Like, when I watch old westerns, the attire is pretty much the same.
That's why I drew him with the green mouse.
Someone's up awfully late this evening.
Papa!
Hi.
He wanted to show you his pictures.
Why don't you run along to bed so me and your mom can go Greek for the night?
Very interesting use of color.
Color?
Tell you what, I will take all these to my office so I can see them every day. Right?
Time for bed. Brush your teeth. Papa will
Oh
take you.
God, the little boy's attire. That's what I could do without. Okay, 1 second.
You tired?
All right, just checking something.
How exhausted.
Uh-oh. Someone's trying to get frisky. Oh God, what is she gonna malform into?
Lori. Be quick.
Oh, okay. He's good for now. Wakey wakey. Eggs and bakey. I don't know. Hasn't been a lot of artistry in this show so far. I probably should have looked up ahead of time who it is that directed this one. Ah, such tacky taste. It's hard to really think of who in the modern era would be able to actually adapt Lovecraft. There have been people in the past that have, like, made Lovecraft-like stories. Like, for instance, Hellraiser does take, Hellraiser by Clive Barker does take slight inspiration with the resurrection at the beginning, from... I don't remember which story, but regardless, it does take inspiration from Lovecraft. I've never put much stock into people who, you know, swear by The Thing being an adaptation of of Lovecraft, specifically Mountains of Madness. Oh God. Was that Rasputin, the Mad Monk? Why now? Ooh, delightful. Oh God. Oh, everything is still alive. Well, you can't. It's still a hell of a spread. You can't deny that. That's gotta be Rasputin. Oh. Help yourself. God. It's a little hard watching, like, watching the movies without paying attention to the movies, I should say, while trying to narrate. The motion is what's interesting. That is creepy as hell. Oh, in the background. Very nice. All right. Wow. That is gruesome. It's almost like a motion comic. Yeah, similar to how art itself can be, you know, therapeutic. I imagine like someone literally putting their hand on a blank canvas and like ink. It's almost like they are someone would be infecting a canvas with all of their anxieties and trauma, and it, you know, it could be an instance where someone doesn't dream because all of their nightmares are just all of their dreams are filled to the brim with nightmares, and perhaps other attendants to an art gallery. Oh God. Uh-oh. I'm just as I'm describing this, a kid walks in. Other attendants of an art gallery can actually walk into someone else's nightmares, like by accident, which I suppose takes influence from Waxworks, the '80s movie. Uh-oh. Oh my God, how horrible.
Mr. Thurber, you're in early?
This is to be returned to the artist along with a check.
Artist.
I'll be gone today.
Of course. Is there an address?
Just get it done. Please.
Was that a delivery? That was... I wasn't listening. Maybe that's what him and his wife were talking about. But yeah, like...
My boy, you look tired.
My son.
That's a
He isn't sleeping much.
Children.
But that's a premise of a story that I once thought of. Like, maybe the art gallery is run by a therapist, and this was the best way that they could help cure people. But the,
Positively like the cat that ate the canary. Would you care to
what if the portraits wanted to escape beyond the canvas?
Would you like the group to consider his work for this year's exhibition? Well, now I'm curious. Gentlemen, this is Richard Upton Pickman. Richard and I were at Miskatonic together. You remember William Thurber, of course. Ah, of course.
Uh-oh.
Well, Richard was a startling talent even then. Unlike the rest of
Interesting
us,
use of words.
have gotten better with age. Now, I'm aware it's out of the ordinary, but I've asked for him to bring along a few paintings. if my fellow committee members will indulge me, I'll ask for you to head along through to the gallery for a viewing.
Uh-oh.
I trust you'll find it worth your while. I suppose we can play along.
Not really.
What's...
Get your turn.
You wait right there. No cutsies. What else has he been cooking up in the last 17 years?
This is not a good idea.
Oh, you're afraid of a little competition, Thurber.
I know. Pickman, I know his work. You can't show it in an exhibition.
Hmm.
Huh. Funny. I never thought of you as a bad sport.
Oh. Yeah, the movie that I mentioned before, The Cell. That, I mean, Nostalgia Critic did a review on it. And that's one of those rare movies. I think it's appropriate here. That's one of those rare movies that is style over substance, but the style is just so good. And why that commentary is apropos here is because style over substance, jeez, style over substance accurately depicts or accurately articulates, sizes up Guillermo del Toro's output for the entirety of his career. Like, there is very little substance to anything that he's ever done, with the lone exception being Pan's Labyrinth. I'm trying to remember if Pickman's model dealt with the grave site. If that was a story with from the grave site. I've read like 2 or 3 in addition to what is it? In addition to At the Mountains of Madness, I have read 2 or 3 short stories by Lovecraft. I'll like after this I'll have to check. I don't remember if I've started on Call of Cthulhu, but I do want to. Jesus, this guy looks evil incarnate right there.
You don't mind my dropping in.
I mind you looking that way all creepy like with my kid.
To catch the undertones of the soul. You won't find those on artificial streets, man-made lands.
You are positively haunting.
Tame ghosts, salt marsh, and a shallow cove. My art.
Uh-huh. Completely weirded out. My art.
My art. It's about to age.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Frightening, more like it.
During university, Will and I and the Miskatonic boys had a little spiritualism phase. Like the whole
Wow.
series.
Legendary Entertainment moved from Warner Brothers to Sony in New Deal. Ugh. That's
We were just
unfortunate. Sony doesn't deserve that and will most likely they'll most likely pilfer whatever offerings come out of that studio.
I don't think he wants to hear these childish stories.
Well,
there was one night.
you're a party pooper. Oh god, they're thinking of a Terror Train. Tubi is already thinking of a Terror Train 2. It says it's getting a sequel this New Year's Eve. I mean, doesn't surprise me that they would be able to whip that around within a month's time.
Felt like I was blind. And the others, I mean,
That stupid dance scene from the Wednesday show on Netflix has been getting a lot of coverage on social media.
I felt like
I really don't think that Jenna or Jenny Ortega, whatever her name is, I really don't think she's a good actress or a good fit for Wednesday Addams. She just, I don't know, she doesn't play serious well. She just looks like needlessly
Sort of.
disgruntled.
Yes. It was a thing. All those years ago. Well, tell me what you can see.
Okay.
So excited to debut the exhibition.
I probably should have been listening during her speech.
More than your lovely husband, I fear.
Wow, this guy is a major creeper.
But sensitive with age.
That's a word for it.
Well, on that note, why don't we call it a night?
Ooh.
It's time for James to be put to bed.
Uh-oh.
Come to my house.
This guy goes out of his way to be...
Perhaps you should invite me now.
inappropriate.
You don't understand.
Okay, you can leave now, bro. My God.
Just take on it. Please.
Oh.
Do take your wife for dinner. And tell James I enjoyed our chat. He's a special boy.
Wow.
Reminds me a little of myself.
Jesus, man. Yeah, you'd do well to keep the hell away from that guy. Yeah. Better keep your distance there, Doctor Strange. Alright, we are going to be crossing the 40-minute mark in 3, 2, 1, now.
You were rude tonight. I was embarrassed.
Really?
Embarrassed. You were fawning over him like a schoolgirl.
Ouch.
Archie's the only friend of yours who succeeded as an artist. The way you treat him.
Uh-huh.
People are talking, Will. At the gallery, the committee. You are acting strange, and it's not just with me. Coming home late. Barely home anymore. And when you are home,
Mm-hmm.
it's like
It's like I can't speak and just shake my head.
I need to know if you're drinking again.
Excuse me. I need for you to mind your damn business, woman.
I have always tried to look for the joy, the beauty, and everything. But around this man and his work,
Okay.
the darkness has a way of catching me.
That's cryptic.
Must be beautiful.
I feel like someone else had said that. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. And what's gonna be crawling down to... Jesus. So was this... She was the only female witch of her coven? Oh, this is a dream! This is really happening! Ouch. A little off the top? Oh my god, Baba Yaga. So rude. That is not how you wake someone in their own home. Wow. That's freaky. Uh-oh. Huh. Yeah, I knew it was a bad sign when Homeboy showed up and was drawing with this guy's son. Whoa, what the hell? What did we just fast forward to?
This is a surprise.
What did you say to my son?
Nothing. I just told him about Disney grooming.
He woke, screaming in terror. I'm only gonna say this once. You stay away from my family.
We thought we were friends.
As far as I'm concerned, the balance of our friendship is paid.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Did he owe him
It's
money?
never about the money.
Oh, I guess he did.
I value your judgment. I always have.
Oh boy, oh.
Bill,
Hush, 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 hush.
you come all this way. Oh, I know you want to see my new paintings. The finest art done. Did you see them?
No. No, Vicky.
He's like, nah, kid.
If I was to agree to stay away from your family, and also to offer to pull out of the exhibitions and destroy my paintings, should you still think them unsuitable? And stay out of your life forever?
What the hell's wrong with you, man?
You would do that.
If you come to my house, no.
Bad idea. What? What? There was no way it was late afternoon, and they are still in Boston, right? Bro, after the nightmares you've been dealing with, like, and this guy being obviously creepy. Oh, and even better, a decrepit house. Uh-oh.
My wake, Will. It is paramount. Electricity went out several months back.
Okay.
This way.
Uh-oh. That angle, that Dutch angle's a little, foreboding, let's say.
Welcome to my wake.
This is my man cave. Show you the masturbation station. All aboard.
Do you feel it, Will? The fear.
The fear. Oh god, rats on the walls.
Rats. The hill's infested with them. Deuce knows what they eat.
Use doors, do use. Why did this guy agree to this? Like, how many red flags do you need? I mean, I guess he was settling a debt, but still. Alone. At night. Crazy guy. Nightmares. What the hell? That ain't no dog he's got in there. What? Huh. This is getting,
Vicky,
oh boy. That's not a good sign. Boy, I can't help but feel this. He's about to get tied up and fed to whatever this guy's been drawing. Oh, a Wendigo, I guess. Bro, run. This is that point in horror movies. I mean, I guess we're past the point of no return since he did go to this guy's house at night. Yeah, totally a Wendigo. What's that? Turpentine? I invite you to my house, and this is the payment I get.
Somebody have to stop you, Vicky.
What?
If I'm the one, I have to stop you. Your things infect my mind. It's only No. No, Cece, I thought that it was me. That I was drunk or delirious.
Jeez.
Shocked and broken, but it was these pains. This whole time, it was the pains. What you make it
Wow.
crawls behind the eyes, and it makes you crazy. Dickie, it causes madness. It's the oil that's mad. That's what breeds fear. Knowing what works.
Emotional damage.
Where fear lives. Here, let me show you. Stop.
Oh boy. What do we got now? Oh.
Stop it.
What's... They didn't time that right, but whatever.
Pain, what you see
Uh-oh.
was familiar to you.
What did he... His paint book or something?
A real, close to me. Family portraits.
Uh-oh.
Pains don't come from my head.
Uh-huh.
They come from my wife.
Wife. They're about to get some company. Hope you got more bullets in the chamber. Oh. No, dude, what are you doing? Maybe not a good idea to do when you are in the basement.
Time for you to meet.
Oh, God.
See what awaits us all. In the darkness.
Oh, boy, that's a shadow behind him. That's definitely a shadow.
Vicky,
How did you not put 2 and 2 together already, bro? Yeah. Yeah. Oof. That looks like a troll. Nice ball sack for a chin. Oh God, really? That is a straight up ball sack for a chin. Yep, time to eat. Nice warm meal. Maybe that's your cue to leave, you know? There we go, that a boy. Oh my god, come on, dude. Yep, down there with Pennywise. Where are we at? Just past the 53-minute mark. Well, I'm wondering what they have in the last 10 minutes. I'm wondering what else they're gonna do. I hope they tie this back to, you know, the Coven of Witches. Because the two seem kind of unrelated at this juncture.
Go, explore. I want you to be the first to see it. It's meant for the boy. See, Joe, I'm supposed to be here this morning.
Mr. Minogue
Nice
came
tie.
last night, saying he had some final adjustments to make. I think he's still here.
You sure?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Did he just say that the guy that died is still there?
Joe?
They did have... Oh, crap. They did have an interesting episode of Tales from the Crypt with a comic book artist who would draw... Whatever he drew would come to life. Uh-oh. His eyes are gonna be all messed up, right? Or he himself is gonna be messed up.
What have you done, Joe?
He is coming from the other side.
It's okay. I'm gonna...
He is coming for the feast.
Oh my.
He's coming from the darkness to show us all the beauty. Gabriel! Gabriel! You alright? Where'd you go see Gabriel?
Just... You are a human vortex of bad decision making, bro. Keep your family close to you, dummy.
I need you to take James home right now. Now, Rebecca.
See, now this kind of makes me want to read Pickman's model. I believe I do have it. I bought...
Go get him some help. I want you to take all of Pickman's...
I bought Call of Cthulhu, and I bought... what is the other one?
Get him out of here. Destroy him.
Call of Cthulhu and At the Mountains of Madness. I used to read them on the way to and from work.
Do not look at me.
And I believe that Dreams in the Witch House and Pickman's Model were amongst these short stories that I read. It is a shame that I was watching one of Razor Fist's live streams the other day, and they were talking about how, oh, you know, the fact that Lovecraft had racist beliefs in his writing has protected him from being adapted and, you know, fallen into woke media. And Razor was quick to correct him, correct his the guy giving the super chat, telling him that, you know, that's not true because Lovecraft has been adapted and unfortunately vandalized and belittled and degraded. And he mentioned, oh God, who is she carving? If not herself, probably her kid.
I'm gonna apologize to you.
Yeah, he mentioned what Jordan Peele did to Lovecraft with Lovecraft Country. I believe Alan Moore had done his own, like, wokeified comic of Lovecraft to go against, you know, to write stories with involving more women and I believe a homosexual Jewish man, which, like, what's the point of that? What does that do?
I know where it lives.
What?
Where what lives, sweetheart?
Uh-oh.
I know where fear lives.
Well, that was more gruesome than I expected. That's okay. There's nothing that the doctor can't fix.
No.
Yes, no, it's true.
Please, God, no, not you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please,
Wow.
please. I tried it.
This is where you go get your kid.
I'll spoil the meal.
Oh no. Did she say something in the... Oh, man. What the hell was this guy doing from before until now that he wasn't with his family?
Where's James? Where's our son?
Wow. Well, she ain't gonna be with...
And we will feast. It will be glorious.
My oh my.
You'll see.
Back to chopping carrots. Oh. Oh my. Well, I'll grab the wine. All right, movie. Don't take 5 minutes getting from there to the oven. We're already ahead of it. Well, I shouldn't say head. Acme, really? A huge boxing glove comes out and whacks him one. Come on. I'm sure he tastes delicious. Yeah. Kalima. Kalima. That's... I shouldn't laugh.
Now it's time.
Now it's
To
time.
see what awaits us all
Wow.
in the darkness.
Well, damn. That one was okay. It could have used more of the fear factor. I really did like the almost motion comic, what do you call it? The almost motion comic movement of the paintings, and then you would see him, you'd see like a point of view perspective over his shoulder where you see the background shifting as well. That was done pretty well. Okay. So yeah, let's fast forward through these credits, because I doubt that there is a post-credit revelation. Okay. Yeah, that one could have been better, but it was all right. So next up we have Dreams in the Witch House, but before then, let me take a quick break, bathroom break. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Alright, so quick bathroom break is over. So, now we are queuing up episode 6 of Cabinet of Curiosities, Dreams in the Witch House. So, let's narrate this real quick. So, years after his twin sister's death, a researcher ventures into a dark, mysterious realm with the aid of a special drug determined to bring her back. Okay. Let's take a look-see about this one. We are playing episode 6 right now. Okay. A Netflix series.
HP Lovecraft, the author of today's tale, feared the universe.
Strobing effect.
It believed it to be a haunted house of cosmic proportions, one in which danger lurks behind every door.
I guess I didn't think of Dreams in the Witch House as a haunted house story. I have to read this one and
For those of us,
the Rats in the Walls, I think it's called.
our story tonight is Dreams in the Witch House, and its director is Catherine Hartman.
I don't know who that is. I probably should have done research as to who had written and directed these stories ahead of time. But regardless, here we are. I'll keep the intro going. I guess I'll skip them for Wednesday. So like I said, today is night 3. We're gonna finalize all of these on Wednesday. That'll be night 4 of 4. Finally close these out. You know, you can't say anymore that Netflix doesn't at least try with horror movies or horror specials, because after this we had, or before this I should say, we had Fear Street in 2021, and last year we had, what was it, Night Stories or something like that, with Kristen Ritter. Is that her name? Let me see. Kristen Ritter, I got that correct. Yeah. It was okay, but unfortunately didn't deliver.
The story of 2 fellas, myself and myself.
What?
Don't you worry, I'll help you figure it out.
Who is narrating this?
A happy ending.
Alright, that was more of a jovial intro than I would have expected. I am glad that they kept these period specific, because, I mean, I guess Lovecraft can work modern day, but it just adds to the allure, the mystique, if it's kept period specific of when, you know, the time period that he actually wrote them. We actually have a couple of Cthulhu games coming up, if I'm not mistaken. There is Sherlock Holmes. Hold on, I always forget the title.
What's wrong?
The Awakened. Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened.
What's the matter? It's coming.
I believe that comes out in February.
Who's coming? The ghosts. I don't want to go with them. I don't.
Alone in the Dark, of course.
Okay, you're not going anywhere. I won't let you.
Scars Above? That can't be Lovecraft.
Look at me. I promised you I'd protect you. You remember that, don't you?
Hold on, I'm just looking for this,
Do you remember?
Edge of Sanity?
Emily? Hey.
It was a side-scroller that I thought was the art style was pretty unique. If I could confirm that this is the one I'm looking at.
Oh, Emily, I promised.
Edge of Sanity game. Wow. No. What the hell? You're uninvited. Yeah, how could I not? Oh, that's what it's called. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Is that a horse? No, it was a rocking horse. Never mind. Well, off to Neverland with her. Okay, so far so confused.
Good evening, people of Boston. We welcome your interest
Well then.
in other dimensions. The bridge
Is that Brad Dourif?
between worlds. What is it? Where is it? And who has the power to break it down?
It is interesting that Lovecraft, I believe, began writing around the time that if not during the silent era, crap, now I need to look this up. If not during the silent era, Lovecraft began writing his so-called mythos in the midst of the Universal Classics debuting. So it's interesting that you had that dichotomy of what was generally mainstream versus what was underground. That dude looks like Brad Dourif.
Beloved boy, thou who perished in fever, I conjure thee.
Call me now.
He's here.
Really? Whoa. Not for nothing, but it's kind of interesting that you did have like theater and theatricality like this back in the day. I'm concussed, darling.
Dear friends, remember what you have seen here tonight. The bridge is real.
You had this, you had the Grand Guignol. Penny Dreadfuls. Well, Penny Dreadfuls were more the, what do you call them? The pulps of their time, the comic books of their time. I really wish they didn't make a stupid show with that name. Especially considering that, like, they dealt with, you know, a lot of the Universal Classics anyway. They really didn't adapt any Penny Dreadfuls. They didn't have, I don't know if Jack the Ripper was a Penny Dreadful, but they didn't have any Jack the Rippers. They didn't have any Sweeney Todds. They didn't have Spring-Heeled Jack. I really like now, unfortunately, much like Pulp Fiction, now when anyone hears of Penny Dreadful, they'll think of that crappy show.
Tissue soaked in a plasticine faucet. You should try putting this dirty old thing in your mouth sometime.
Ew. Especially after it's been used. They had no security. He was just allowed to run back there. That's odd.
I know that you thought this might be the wrong. No, the other side is real. I've seen it. How am I ever supposed to say that?
Excuse me.
Listen, family friend works for Time Magazine. My mom had him around for dinner the other night, and he asked me if I'd be interested in
Sorry.
It's nothing fancy.
But yeah, like now that I've always just disliked the show because it was so bland and dry and uninteresting. But it's only now that I'm realizing, wait a minute, they never adapted Varney the vampire or Lord Ruthven. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look up some Penny Dreadfuls and add them to my the Mind's Eye Radio. That's actually a good idea. And me here without a pencil. This guy straight up looks like the voice of Chucky. What's he got there? Egyptian? Oh, it is Egyptian. Interesting. Oh. We just crossed the 10-minute mark. And again, we're watching Dreams in the Witch House, episode 6. So what's this guy's motivation? He's just looking for some kind of contact to excuse me, the spirit realm. Perfect. Got it. Now let's hear some DMX. Stop. Drop. Like, you couldn't be able to play that to piano. So all these years he's been looking for baby sister. He didn't even put on PJs, he's just gonna go to sleep like that. I don't know, that seems like kind of a weak motivation. I'm wondering if that's actually from the book. What's got you spooked, sister? He's just annoyed by it.
I'll see what we can do. Maybe we will investigate. I cannot guarantee anything.
At least keep the painting. Display it in time. It will guide its way back to me. It is important.
All right.
Okay, freak.
If anyone would understand my visions, he would. Your visions are from the devil.
Oh my.
Contact me again.
Wow. A lot of help she was. What the hell? What is this guy's hair?
Room in Keziah Mason's old house. The witch. Yes. She makes all kinds of claims about it. Portals, changing dimensions. I fear that woman is not in her right mind. We need to deal with more reliable people. Don't you agree, Mr. Gilman?
Without a doubt, sir.
It's a strange way of phrasing that.
Both out of state.
It's just 2 trips, Mr. Lamachet. An Edward Boyce in New York and an Ellen Blackman in Baltimore.
Sniffer.
Yes, that's fine paprika you got there.
Apparently, over 50 people can attest to Blackman's powers of levitation.
I told you, Gilman, you can't afford it. So Callahan didn't feel we'd provided the results to merit further funds.
We're so close to finding a real medium. It's just tough to vet the hoaxes.
Be that as it may, our investors can't keep paying us to, hit dead ends.
Alright, so he has...
We may have to face the very real possibility that the Spiritual Society will close the Massachusetts office. In the meantime,
I'm trying to wrap my head around what's going on here.
I'm sorry, Kevin. But you still got your second job, haven't you?
Bartending. Well, I mean, it's Boston, so I can only imagine that would pay well. You could pay for your... I can imagine you could pay for your own tuition with a bunch of... sailors and whatnot.
Got the job. I have no idea how much hullabaloo is going on in Europe.
Hullabaloo. I love old-timey speak.
There's a vegetarian Superman rising to power in Germany. It's madness. Congratulations, Frank. They said they need someone else. Not interested.
For God's sake, Walter.
Excuse me.
Can't you just get off your high horse? You can keep reading and reading.
That hat's pretty nice too.
Just with proper roofs over our heads.
We are at the 15-minute mark in 3, 2, 1. That sweater's gotta go though.
You care more about your dead sister than the living.
Ouch. You can take your drink now, douche. Uh-oh.
He thinks he can affect another dimension.
Oh, I thought the setup was gonna be a witch. Oh, a witch or a medium comes looking for him.
I've seen a forest. A forest that takes the dead inside.
That's interesting lighting. It's like neon. That can't be moonlight.
Not here. Outside.
What the hell in the 1930s would emit a light like that? I mean, it was good coloring, but peculiar at the same time.
My name is Walter Gilman.
I got plenty of wampum for you.
For the Spiritual Society.
Villadana looking to broadcast tribal insights.
No. I'm looking for my sister. We were twins. I was there when she died, and I saw her spirit. She was pulled away from me into some kind of vortex. I looked inside, and there were trees.
Call it the Forest of Lost Souls. Limbo for those who weren't ready to move on.
That's
I have.
very specific. Wasn't there an Indian in Poltergeist 2? Or yeah, Poltergeist 2.
What can you pay, friend?
I'll give you your own casino. How's that sound? Oh boy. There ain't gonna be no Spanish bar like that in Boston. I could accept a little girl being... Is this an opium den? I could accept a little girl being swallowed by a shrub. Thanks, Captain Jack Sparrow. Definitely an opium den. Don't mind if we cut through. Oh god. No thanks. Awkward hospitality though.
Extracted from a cactus flower. Translates as liquid gold.
I don't think you get gold from a cactus.
How badly do you want to see your sister again? And remember, don't cause any ripples in the forest.
What the hell does that mean? Oh, you're only supposed to drink a drop of it. I forgot to mention that. Drinking the whole bottle will just give you the skids. Acting, ladies and gentlemen. Oopsie daisy. Wow. If your pupils dilate anymore, they're gonna crack. Uh-oh. We got a forest in that fantasy butthole. Giggity. You're on your own. Alright. Time to walk into that shadowy path in Beauty and the Beast. I think I read a synopsis of Dreams in the Witch House. I don't... This is probably like all original. Remember, don't make ripples. It's okay if you get attacked here. Not for nothing, I can't imagine what he was expecting to do in Shadow Narnia over here. Oh my. He's gonna see that horse that was drowning in Neverending Story. They're gonna start. He's gonna get visited by people that are gonna expect him to pay up when he crosses the toll bridge. Why are there only adults? His hair is still outlandish. He's got like 4 colors in there. Uh-oh. Yep. Oh, you've overstayed your welcome. She's not budging an inch towards him.
Next time, lie on the pillows, Billigana.
Everybody else does. Now get out.
Frank!
Jesus. What in Sam Hill? What the hell? What was
I
that?
saw Frank. Walter is gone to the morning. I saw Emily. What are you talking about?
Okay, clearly you're awake. You have all the lights on.
We could access other worlds, and it worked, Frank. It fucking worked.
Language.
You took me to a place. They sell a substance called liquid gold. You mean a drug? Have you lost your I found a facility to get you to the other side.
Jeez.
And you put an unknown chemical from an unknown gentleman into your body. Have you gone mad?
If you used it, you'd understand.
Yes, I have.
We need to buy more.
Oh my god. That's why he came. Jesus. He woke up his friend in the middle of the night just to get another hit.
My sister. She's the same age as when she died, wearing the same clothes. She was trapped.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't want to come back to the land of the living.
Walter, I think you do anything to
I feel like his glasses just keep getting shorter like smaller in stature each time we see him.
I've never seen anything.
How funny that he removes them right when I mention that.
You say you've seen all of this, but I never have.
Oh boy, we're back in the opium den. Yeah, this time he's got his plush pillows. Okay, what are we doing now in Wizard of Oz?
What are you doing here?
Oh, what devil? All right. Nothing that I've seen so far reminds me of that synopsis that I read about the story of the witch house, and I'm wondering what's going on here.
I never thought I'd see you again.
I never thought I would see someone with hair like a ginger skunk.
I'm sorry, I couldn't save you.
It's my time. I realize that now. If I hadn't been so afraid, I wouldn't have ended up here.
What did you find, Dorothy?
The Symphony Orchestra.
What?
Stop playing after you died. I've touched the keys in years.
You're so talented.
I couldn't think of anything else.
I'm wondering what this has to do with, like, what is the witch house that they're referring to? Is there like a time limit of how long he can stay there?
I've tried to leave.
Not leaving you.
Oh well, that didn't that backfired immediately. Well, bro, I mean, you got your... Oh, wow. You ripped that off Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't lie to me. How peculiar. Okay, is he at his house now or his friends?
Ours is only one of infinite worlds. Because I am Mason.
There is a multiverse.
Mason was a herbal healer in the late 17th century. Mason claimed the ability to travel to different dimensions.
Did they know about dimensions all the way back then?
She was tried for witchcraft and hung from a tree on her own property.
Ooh.
Retrieved by an unknown person.
I'm surprised her head didn't like spin around.
The corpse was never found.
Oh, what? They hung her and they never found the corpse?
33 Osgood Street, just 17 miles from Boston.
Oh boy. Just don't get yourself a stagecoach. There's witches getting their boobs kissed by gentlemen callers.
You have to believe me. It's from my sister's nightgown, I swear. No. Do you understand how your behavior makes us look? Sir, if you just tried, it would go. No, that is enough. Things are bad here. Young man, we're trying to retain our credibility. And you come here, in the aftermath of drug use, begging for funds.
Oh yeah. I need another hit.
Your membership in the Spiritualist Society is terminated.
Ouch.
What?
Burn.
Go on. Return to us when you're an honorable man again.
To add insult to injury, right? Well, off to Boston, or wherever that spot said it was. What? What did he just... Uh-oh. Now, why would they have that? Oh, because that woman brought it, right? Again, traveling at night. Oh, they're just asking for it. Is that Lin Shaye? Oh god, this guy finds like really... Yeah.
Overgrown.
Don't trim nothing? What? That had a human face.
You won't see her.
Is there rats here?
Rats, bats, who knows?
Not much of a caretaker, huh, lady? Oh god.
Looks bad.
It is.
What is your job there exactly? To you know, caretake the place going to hell? Literally? Oh, that can't be good. Dude, this is like a... Oh my god. This is quite a length to go. Wow. That's quite a length to go for your sister, huh? Wow, that's creepy as hell.
Sense of other dimensions is indisputable. A visitation of such visceral states of altered consciousness.
Oh my. And you're reading this stuff at night too.
The next breakthrough is the transport of matter.
Well, I'm pretty sure everything will turn out A-okay for this guy. For Brad Dourif. Wow. Well, nice of that rat to really set the mood with canceling the electricity. We're gonna hit the half-hour mark right now. Not for nothing, dude, but there was no mistaking what it is that you saw with your own eyes. It might not have been in the light, but it wasn't exactly obscured. Yeah. Freaking Medusa over there. Oh god. That pap smear is bleeding. I mean, I would very much like to see adaptations like... I would like to see... How can I put this? I would like to see adaptations of the best known of Lovecraft's work, but the problem is we live in a time, and we have for some time, where, you know, people look for fads, and I just worry that it would be abused making any kinds of adaptations. And not only abused, but you would have people jumping on the bandwagon. And like, as much as I would like to see I hate to use this word, a Lovecraft verse, I've written my own fan fiction of Lovecraft. As much as I would like to see a Lovecraft verse be adapted, I would want for it to be treated like... I would want it to be treated with respect. I wouldn't want to see it become a fad the way that we have seen in the past, wow, I'm gonna say 30 years, where like the quality degrades of your zombie apocalypses and your horror reboots and found footage and J-horror. And the problem with a lot of those, well, not only did they all occur in the 2000s, but I mean, I say degrading quality, but the reality is they didn't even start off in good quality. So I would like, if someone is going to make a and Richard Stanley, who has made the only good Lovecraft adaptation with The Color Out of Space. Oh Jesus, it's the Blair Witch. I would like something that reaches the heights of the original Universal monsters, where something, you know, they're taking the time to create or to properly adapt these stories. They're not just looking for anyone who approaches it. They're not just looking for a cash-in or, oh my god.
Smells like poverty, this one.
That is freaky. In a lot of ways, I would like to see...
Is this the one we've been waiting for, Keziah? Has he come to free us both?
What the hell? I was literally just about to talk about the Grimm fairy tales. She looks like the gingerbread witch, which would make these two Hansel and Gretel. Wouldn't want anyone to disturb, right? What? Uh-oh. And she's casting a spell on him right now, isn't she? But yeah, I would like... You would have to do a lot of pre-production in order to properly adapt Lovecraft. You would have to get a team of writers, and man, it's you would have to find diamonds in the rough, because nowadays, my God, I wouldn't even know where to begin as far as a talent search. You'd have to make sure no one is coming in with an agenda to deconstruct it or expose Lovecraft for his past and whatever. Each story would have to be, you know, given the time to write it out and properly... What the hell? What? Oh. And properly, conceive or realize the story. You'd have to have unique styles to it, because you don't want... Because obviously, no matter what story or what genre you tackle, whether it's, you know, superheroes or cyberpunk, you know, when there is a glut of it, you do run the risk of it becoming too familiar and mundane. But I think that there should be a stark contrast between if you were to write At the Mountains of Madness versus Shadow over Innsmouth. So I think that, man, the pre-planning would have to be not necessarily something the scale of Marvel, but... And you don't have to make them all interconnected, because in reality, there aren't a lot of interconnected stories. There'll be a mention here or there of characters or deities, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that with Lovecraft. It's not that tightly connected. And one thing you would have to do, completely avoid the... just a lot of the calling cards that people usually rely way too heavily on when it comes to Lovecraft. And what I mean by that is redundant mentions or depictions of idols and insanity and calamari and cults. Make it interesting. If you're going to use those elements, tentacled creatures and whatnot, make it interesting. I know that the King in Yellow was not Lovecraft per se, but one of his correspondents. Let me see who wrote that, actually. Robert Chambers? Robert Chambers, yes. No. She's stuck all of a sudden? Well, she has been putting on weight, right? But yeah, like you with the deities, with the idols, you definitely don't want to make them all shambling tentacled creatures. Like Shub-Niggurath would be very interesting to me, because she actually what is it, the mother, the goat mother of 1,000 young, she actually has milk that her cultists, her worshippers drink from, and they become just these horrendous abominations. That would be interesting, I think. Uh-oh.
Rather see the wonders of the world than live dully at home. Great.
Oh my god.
Dance. Enjoy life. Keziah, they're over here.
Frightening. Oh, come on. Did he trip over nothing? Oh, never mind. Oh my god. Jesus. And honestly, there are Lord of mercy. Help! Somehow.
It's mine!
Really? It was that easy. But yeah, like oh. Huh. Interesting. She didn't get all the way out. But yeah. The tentacles is what really kills me. I do not think that, because you're dealing with these like unknown abominations that like defy reality and the laws of physics. So using tentacles is just repetitive and stupid. We're reaching the 41-minute mark in 2-1 now. Oh god.
Ratings, Walter.
Dear Lord. He didn't think to step on it. Like, it's frightening, but it's, you know, it's still a rat. Yeah, I do think that that's another thing. In addition to not relying on the calling cards, although this kind of ties into it, you explore the pantheon of monsters. One thing that I think that Hellraiser franchise is missing is, because I think of Hellraiser as horror mythology, any good pantheon, and by pantheon I'm referring to, for instance, mythologies of... Hold on.
Pins in her to see if she would bleed.
Okay.
She compels me to paint.
Well then, bish, you crazy. Uh-oh. What the hell?
Hold up. I know you.
Do you? Uh-oh. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a...
What have you done?
of a greeting card.
This is my sister. Her name is Emily.
I'm guessing he wasn't supposed to bring someone.
You opened the doors at the witch house?
Yep.
Tell me, because I didn't follow you. You brought her back with you.
Well, I mean, she was haunting him anyway.
I just wanted my sister.
So anyway, yeah, one thing to note whenever you deal with
Don't you understand that?
pantheons is you not only have the idols you not only have the pantheon of idols of deities, but you also have what, this chick just has tarot cards? What?
Your sister, Kazaya in one circle. Herself in the other.
What does that mean?
Lost souls. And a living one. They are mutually exclusive.
Whenever you have pantheons, you have the idols and the beasts of burdens, which I thought that the original Hellraiser and its sequel kind of like tinkered with that, but they instead had the priests as a piece of that tapestry. So, and you had the engineer, that creature with a scorpion tail that chases Kirsty. That I thought was like the beginning of their myth building. So with Lovecraft, you not only have the idols, but you have different kinds of creatures like the what is it? The deep ones. You also have oh man, I'm forgetting. Crap. The monsters at the Mountains of Madness.
told you never to come back here. Just that I need.
What are those changeling things called?
That have no place in God's house. Get out before I throw you out by the hair.
Shogoth, that's what they're called. Yeah, like, don't do tentacles with each and every single monster. If it's unknowable and all that, don't refer back to marine life forms, because then it automatically becomes too familiar.
Sister, we need your help. We can't fight this darkness alone.
And that's what I mean when I say that if someone were to tackle,
We need your guidance.
if someone were to tackle a Lovecraft universe and they were like really committed to it, they would need a lot of pre-production. Not only, hey, how are we gonna adapt this story? How are we gonna bring like a unique flair and style to it? But also,
We'll give you shelter.
I think it'd be very imperative to be able to depict each of the monsters and like understand that when you are adapting each of these, you have to bring your A game. You're not just depicting a monster. Come with it. Come to whatever story you're attempting to put to screen with the intention of creating like an icon or that level of seriousness. You know, because I think that's Lovecraft has sat under the radar of the mainstream, even though it has seeped into various mediums and various stories. I think that if it's gonna reach mainstream appeal, you have to come to it with like a level of respect and an intention to raise the bar, you know? It shouldn't be just about adapting a story. It should be about like really delivering. Oh God, what is this woman gonna do?
She disappeared. I think she's trying to protect me. She knows that for her to live, I have to die.
Mutually exclusive.
Now this is madness. I'm taking you to the hospital.
You can't.
Is she?
Be safe there. Silence.
Oh.
She's trying to get in. Because I am Mason.
She's just flying around.
Dead to make her body flesh. Mutually exclusive.
She keeps saying that. The traveler has come. Oh, wow. She's knocking on him. Wow, that's creepy. A little bit more commitment in that line delivery, please. Oh, wow.
Get the fuck out of my church!
Oh, boy. Yep, I knew. New Witch in the Dreamhouse edition. Now complete with light up memories. Oh Jesus! Ouch. Well, holy ground and crosses didn't help you. Neither did that stained glass. Whoopsie. Wow. With all those tricks, do you do at kids' parties? Oh my God. You know, making him walk to you would have been enough. John Carpenter, that's somebody else that did an adaptation. Yeah, I don't believe that The Thing is a I don't believe that The Thing is an adaptation of At the Mountains of Madness. Like, you can have an alien story that takes place in the Arctic and not be a carbon copy of that. Like, I remember Guillermo del Toro himself said that At the Mountains of Madness was a ripoff of it, and I'm like, bro, the Shoggoths were shapeshifters, but in like an engineering sense. They were to be used to create, you know, devices and buildings and structures, not shapeshift into different humans for the sake of what? Okay. Yeah, but I've never bought into that. And Guillermo del Toro, like, bro, you didn't work. Not only did you not work on that story, you wish you did. Like, shut up. That was easy. The dream cycle, I think, would be a very interesting story. Lovecraft story to adapt, if for no other reason than, oh wait, no, it's not called Dream Cycle. What the hell is it called? Hold on. It's a dark fantasy story. Well, I don't think you have much of a choice there, Chief.
Scared anymore.
Not Whisper in the Darkness. Crap. Sorry, I'm just trying to find what the name of this story. Dream Quest, that's what it is, the Dream Quest. But yeah, but that's what I mean, like, each story can and should be like a different type of genre, different type of style. Rats in the Walls was said to, it's said to be gothic, but it's also said that it was Lovecraft's attempt, and this was spoken by Neil Gaiman. It was Lovecraft's attempt to toy with the tenets of the gothic genre. So it would be interesting reading that story from that mindset and seeing where I could find, you know, where he's like tinkering with the establishments of the gothic genre. Oh God. Dear Lord.
The world will never know what we went through last night.
Probably not, sir.
Painting said he'd be dead before the sun rose.
Speaking of which, there was in the days of Blockbuster when I would go there, and I would always, it's so funny because to me the horror section, and I guess this is when you know you're a horror fan, the horror section was always like the forbidden area, but the place that I would go to regardless, just to look at the case covers, the VHS case covers, and read a lot of the synopses on the back. Oh God, this thing is still leaking. And the one that I saw that always kind of creeped me out was Necronomicon. Now, I did not watch this movie until I got my apartment. I downloaded it and I watched it for the first time. That was a pretty good anthology, I got to admit. That adapted, I'd have to... That actually did adapt Rats in the Walls. The very first episode of that anthology adapted, or was an adaptation of Rats in the Walls. It also adapted Cool Air, and I don't remember what the last one was. Possibly Whispers in the Dark, but I don't remember. That was a pretty good anthology, and it actually had, what's his name? Jeffrey Combs playing Lovecraft in it. By the way, I'm not a fan of Reanimator. if I were to adapt that, I would make a Reanimator video game, and it would be based off of the movies, not based off of the not based off of the book, because I think, you know, for the sake of throwing a bone to the fans, because I know that people are that franchise does have its fans. I'm not counted amongst them. In fact, I think that the one weakness, or the two weaknesses that 80s horror had, were Lovecraft and anthologies. Like, I'm not a fan of Creepshow at all. I think that that's the one area where 90s horror was superior. Not that they were... Well, no, that's not true. I was about to say that they didn't have a lot of strong showings of anthologies in horror, but what the hell am I talking about? Of course they did. They had What the hell? They had Tales from the Dark Side, and they had Tales from the Hood and Necronomicon, which are three very strong showings for... what the... Is that a rat? Yeah. Three very strong showings for anthologies. But anyway, like I was saying, where 80s, and this is probably like the only two areas where it stumbled as far as horror. 80s horror stumbled in terms of Lovecraft adaptations with Reanimator and what was the other one? Anthologies. Lovecraft and anthologies. Hold on. There was another one. Also recorded by Stuart Gordon. 80s Lovecraft. The Beyond, was it? Hold on. Wow. What the hell?
What I done cannot be undone.
Oh my god. Oof, that's creepy as hell. From Beyond, that's what it's called.
Get a doctor.
To do what? That thing just chest bursted out of him.
Call a doctor.
Nah, that's not happening. Oh, the Unnameable as well. I never saw it, but it like reading the description, it looks stupid. But yeah, I always crack up whenever people talk about how, you know, this movie and that movie were great. They will mention Lovecraft. They'll put like a best of list together, right? Of Lovecraft movies. But it's not best of. They just name movies that were... Or they'll just name movies that adapted Lovecraft stories. But they're not good. So what's the point of doing a best of list? This thing's back again, my god.
I told you you couldn't escape me.
What the hell are you? And why are you? Huh? What? Okay. I don't...
There it is. A happy ending if there ever was one.
I'm so confused. Right. There's no way that the synopsis that I read about this story is like in line with what's going on here. Delightful.
I'll ride this body as long as it will last. After all, he wasn't
Didn't-
doing anything with it, was he?
It's strange that we already had a story like this just yesterday, the first one with that alien parasite. Okay, so that ends story number 2. This one was alright. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I mean, both of these were watchable, but nothing like spectacular. I obviously did expect better. I did expect more. I had hoped that these would be scarier, since they were Lovecraft. But what are you gonna do? So let me just think. So for tomorrow, what's on the scene now? Again, subscribe to my Mind's Eye Incisions, which is my clips channel for my for the main hub channel, being Mind's Eye Inkarnate. I will be making an announcement because I opened quite a few more social media accounts this week, and boy, I need to count how many different accounts that I have, and try to make it easier for people to find me, but I can handle that at another time. But for now, sub to my Facebook and Twitch channel for the streams. Be sure to sub to Twitter and my IG pages for announcements and updates. So, as far as coming attractions is concerned, today is obviously Monday. I do the Mind Games Scream stream every Tuesday night, unless otherwise mentioned. Every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5:30 PST. So tomorrow, which we will be handling the Mind Games side of things, will be our final Scream stream of November, where we're gonna wrap up Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. And on Wednesday night, Traumadom will be back. We will wrap up Cabinet of Curiosities with night 4 of 4. That will be episode 7 and 8. So we're still trying to figure out, just because, December is so busy, the holidays are so busy, and obviously there are, in addition to the watch party that we're going to have for Orphan, the original Orphan movie, there is Violent Night coming out December 2nd to theaters. The Mean One, which also looks to be coming to theaters on December 9th. And December 9th is also when Christmas Bloody Christmas is due to come out on Shudder. So, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this watch party of Cabinet of Curiosities. I hope I made it as entertaining for you. These were watchable, but nothing spectacular, which unfortunately seems to be the tail of the tape for this anthology series that is on Netflix. So, again, Tuesday night will be the Scream stream, and then another Mind's Eye Theater to close out November, to close out Cabinet of Curiosities. That will be on Wednesday. So, I've been Inkarnate, reminding you, I ain't just a big deal, I'm the real deal.
You're resigned to your fate? Time to subscribe to your fears.
Warn your friends. Warn everyone.